Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today. Going to be using this team right here with a Choice Specs Tapu Fini on it, so pretty similar concept to what I did yesterday. I'm taking a Pokemon that has usually more of a defensive role. Yesterday I used Hippowdon and I ran a Choice Band on it. Today we're taking Tapu Fini, which usually likes to pivot into Ash Greninja with a lot of bulk and defog stuff, but we're running Choice Specs Tapu Fini right here. So we got 4 attacks, Moonblast, Hydro Pump for the dual stab, Hidden Power Fire right here just so we can help ourselves against Ferrothorn, and then Grass Knot is great against Gastrodon and Quagsire, so I think it can put in a lot of work right here, and I really hope you can get some surprise KOs. And then because we don't have Defog on this, because it's an offensive set, decided to go ahead and add a Torn right here for the purpose of defogging right here, and it is also our Z-move user for the team. And then these two Pokemon were pretty weak to electric type attack, such as Tapu Koko, so I figured a nice Zygarde right here, which can take any sort of electric type attack, could be very nice, and we got a Choice Band set right here. So I do know that we have Outrage on a team with Misty terrain, but Outrage is kind of a fail-safe move anyway, so I don't know how much I'm going to be clicking it, and we can always time it to where Misty terrain is not up. We got Ferrothorn right here just because, while Zygarde does kind of check electric type attacks, I don't really want to take Hidden Power Ices, so Ferrothorn is a more reliable switch into stuff like Koko, which I think is really the only prevalent electric type right now, so that's definitely very good. Then we got Mega Lopunny right here, just for some nice speed control, because like besides Torn, we didn't really have anything super fast, so Mega Lopunny helps in that regard. And then we got Scarf Lando right here with Explosion, which I definitely think can really help us out against Pokemon like Zapdos, so yeah, that's going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. One other thing before we start, we're actually laddering on this account right here. And the reason for that is I actually did a ton of laddering the last 2 days on my other 2 accounts, and I did manage to get them up to top 500. It was actually with the Banded Hippo team that I used yesterday, so that was very cool. I'm actually kind of curious, before we hop into the games, where these accounts are right now. I know I have one pretty high up there, and then one is a lot lower. Yeah, this one is right here at 1840, and then I think one of the other one's like really far down on the ladder. It's somewhere here. I think it was 1741. Yeah, right here. So I'm hoping we can do some work with this account right here and maybe get it up to par with these other two. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the games. Alright, I am here with the first game. My opponent is running a really threatening Mega Medicham plus Kyurem Black squad right here. In terms of winning, Mega Lopunny looks really good late game. If I can just get a bit of damage off on the Tapu Fini and then maybe weaken the Landorus a little bit. And also Choice Band Zygarde right here is really good. So I think in terms of leads, perhaps my Tornadus-T can do well right here. I figured he would want to lead something with like the Medicham or Kyurem to pressure me right away. And by doing this, what I can do now is just go right for my Z move right away. I really don't want to risk missing, and he's just going to go ahead and stay in. And if he forfeits right here, I don't even know if I'm going to include this, but we'll see. Let's see if he wants to continue right here. It appears he does, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if he's going to go for Pursuit or something here. This wasn't Mega, it's because it was Mega Medicham, so I don't see a reason to risk Zygarde on some sort of Ice-type attack. I think maybe Fini could be a better play here, and I could just go for a Specs attack. He actually does go for Pursuit, so very nice play on his part, but I get to do what I want now and bring in this Tapu Fini, and there's the forfeit, so that definitely worked out for us right there. I guess I'll go ahead and throw this in, but I'll be right back with another game. Alright, so very quick start to game 1 right there, but this next opponent has another pretty threatening squad right here with the Volcanion and Zygarde. Zygarde in particular is really threatening because I don't have a defensive Tapu Fini, I have an offensive one right here, but I think maybe HP Ice Lando can take that on just nicely. Same sort of deal right here. I think Torn is just a great lead, expecting Medi. He actually does lead Zygarde, so I don't know if he's going to actually stay in or not, but I think an okay play here on my part is just going for the Z move. Zapdos is very free for him, I know, but I don't really think the Z move is too valuable here as long as I can hit one Hurricane on Superior later. So I think maybe going for the Z move here is fine, as he does decide to stay in. Let's see how much we do. And we do 81%. Is he banded right here? No, he goes for Glare, and he is the leftovers. So this could be... I don't think he has enough health to put up a sub here, so I'll just go for U-turn. I mean, this being glared is actually really annoying. He goes for the DD, so... I mean, I can go out into this and click E-speed pretty freely. Another option is going Lopunny and Fake Out. I don't think that's going to knock it out. Yeah, I'll go out into this Pokemon here and just knock him out with Banded E-speed. If he goes Zapdos and I get fully paralyzed or static or whatever, that'll be really frustrating, but that does not happen, and we're able to go ahead and get out ahead. So we're able to get rid of Zygarde with just an exchange on a Paralyze for my Tornadus. So that's pretty cool. With just an exchange for a Paralysis on my Tornadus, that's how you say that. Let's go ahead and switch out here into... I mean, now that my Torn is paralyzed, it's really not that good. So I'll just throw that out here. Go Serp, that's really nice. I don't know if he's going to try to sub on misses or whatever. I'll just go for U-turn in case he tries to sub, yeah. And I get paralyzed anyway, so if I can U-turn here, I'll still break the sub, which should be really beneficial for me. Especially because I believe with the sub damage, he's in range of Fake Out plus Return. But I don't want to actually use that right here. Instead, I'm going to go out into this and click Explosion. And try to get rid of this big threat right now. Because it also catches Zapdos, right? If he goes Zapdos, I'm able to go ahead and do a ton. Yeah, and Superior is gone, and that's another really big threat, so I will take that anytime. And his Zygarde responses are just not there anymore. I still want Tapu Fini to do some work, so I'm going to bring that out. As he brings out Mega Medicham. This is a free... It's a free of one of two things, Hydro Pump or Moonblast. I think I'm going to go for Hydro Pump expecting Zapdos, nice. And if I can get the attack off here, I'll actually crit it, which is really nice. I think that 2-hit KO'd anyway, it definitely did. I'll click it again. Just because I don't want him roosting or anything like that. And Tapu Fini is able to finally do some work right here in the second game, which is definitely very cool. I'm pretty sure Jirachi will get 2-hit KO'd as well. And at this point, the only way he can actually win is with Scarf Jirachi flinching my entire team down, which is obviously a possibility, don't get me wrong. He does stay in, I'm able to knock that Pokemon out. And he clearly was a slower variant of Zapdos right there, so that's very good for us, because I didn't have to risk like him roosting up or anything. I guess it wouldn't have made a difference, right? Because even if I'm faster, if I miss, he roosts up anyway. I guess the beneficial thing would be I could outspeed the next turn and still try to get the Hydro Pump off before he roosts again. Actually, wouldn't that be the same as well? Yeah, I think it doesn't matter whether I outspeed right there, so let's see what he brings in right here. If he brings out anything but Volcanion, I'm Hydro Pumping for sure. So I think he's calcing to see whether I'm Specs or not, but yeah, we're in a really strong position right here. Every time Jirachi and Volcanion come out, I just get a kill with Banded Zygarde. Like, even at full Medi, I don't think takes one of those at all. So, if he takes too long right here, I'll go ahead and just cut to the next battle if he times out or whatever, but we shall see right here. And also, Tapu Fini is kind of free right here if I can predict correctly. If I can Hydro Pump these two, and then maybe... I mean, I don't really have much to hit Volcanion, right? That's the problematic thing right here, so... I'll give him down to 60 seconds, and then I'll go ahead and make a quick cut right here, because I don't want to waste a ton of time just waiting for the timer to go down. But yeah, I'm hoping we can actually play this out so I can see Zygarde get some kills at the end right here. Or maybe even Fini if I can predict correctly, as I said. In terms of like pretty useless Pokemon right now, Torn is definitely not very good anymore since it's paralyzed. Ferrothorn is still very important because I think it can stop the Jirachi from Iron Heading flinching me all the way down due to Iron Barbs, but I'll be right back if he decides to come back. Alright, I got the next game right here. My last opponent did not come back as I suspected, and then I actually got another game after that, and then that opponent DC'd too, so we are here, we got another win under our belt right there, so that's cool. This opponent is just running like Sash Chomp plus 5 setup mons, I think, so I'll try to prevent the rocks at lead with my Lopunny here, and I don't really see a reason not to Fake Out. I'll just go for that right now, as I don't know if he's going to try to Belly Drum right away or what he's going to try to do, but he does go Guard Chomp. I don't know if I can actually stay in here. Let's see if we see Rocky Helmet. We don't. Do I think he's Scarf? I mean, like, Lopunny is good here, but I mean, it can outspeed Adamant Dragonite. I'm going to Ice Punch. He is Scarf, and I actually live it, but this is going to be a double down, unfortunately. Not worth it, I don't think. I think Lopunny was a lot more valuable than his Guard Chomp, but with Guard Chomp being on, that kind of frees up my Zygarde a lot, because there's not much that threatens that Pokemon. I want to try to get in Tapu Fini here. This opponent really wants to set up with his Azu. Or maybe it's just Choice Band, I don't know, but ideally he's not AV. Okay, so ideally he Belly Drums. Okay, he clearly clicked Belly Drum. And Tapu Fini resists to water type attacks, so I can go right here for another Specs Moonblast and knock him out. Nice. Perhaps what he'll do now is go Scissor and try to Swords Dance up. To which I go Torn and fire off that Z. Actually goes Hawlucha, which I don't know why Unburden didn't activate, but I'll go for Moonblast here. Oh, it's Power Up Sky Attack and it misses. That's a cool tech, I guess, but I mean, yeah, it would have definitely knocked me out, but like it wasn't even the Misty Seed set, so I don't know. Go Scissor, as I said. I can go Torn here. And then just fire off the Z move now. I think I can take a +2 Bullet Punch without an issue. Never mind. Blown away. So now I gotta go Zygarde and click 1,000 Arrows. Wow, that is a strong Pokemon. Bug Bite does way too much. He's gonna Bullet Punch now. Nothing I can do about it. Next play I have right here is going Landorus and clicking Earthquake. I do get rid of him, but I think I lose to Dragonite right now. But he doesn't go Dragonite, which could actually be like the difference between me winning and losing this game. I'll go Ferrothorn here. on the Spore, and then click Gyarados. Actually, I could get up rocks here for the multi-scale. That's not a bad idea. Let's get up the rocks. And then maybe I can go for Moonblast win. Yeah, we're able to go ahead and get up rocks, and now I will just go for Gyarados. So yeah, no multi-scale for the Dragonite right there. And I think my Tapu Fini outspeeds every time. And if he Scarf, like, I don't know if there's an attack he could lock himself into, that'll win. But Moonblast should come off right here and seal up the game, assuming he's Dragon Dance, which I guess that was clearly Dragon Dance. Bandit E-Speed I think would have done more. We're able to go ahead and win that game. Got really scary once my Torn went down in one hit to Bullet Punch. Really did not expect that, but it definitely worked out for us, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. My opponent is once again very weak to Zygarde, but I do have to predict the Bulu coming in once and hit it with an Iron Tail. In terms of winning this game, I think Mega Lopunny is great after I weaken the Scissor and the Tapu Bulu right there. And I do have to scout for the Scarfer, whether it's Scarf, Coco, or Lando. Those could be threatening, but in terms of leads right here, I think he's probably going to lead off with that Tapu Koko, so I'm going to lead off here with my Zygarde. Lando's another possible lead. Actually leads right off with Heatran, so I'll click Iron Tail here, expecting that Bulu. I do have to make this prediction at some point, and I would rather do it early if I can. Let's see if I hit. I do, and I do a lot of damage. I will be clicking this attack again now, and trying to do some work with it. So unfortunately he's getting like all his health back, which is like very frustrating, but we got it really weakened now, which is good. It's in range of my Mega Lopunny. He makes a smart play and goes back out into this, I guess just to get up his rocks. I'll go Torn here. Torn is not super important, it can't really do much to the Heatran and Tapu Koko. And I do want to Defog. On a pretty lucky Magma Storm miss. I'll go for knockoff now. If he goes Koko, I'll find out whether it's Z move, which could be good. And if he stays in, I'll get rid of lefties, or I guess this is Z? Did we never see an item? I could have sworn I saw lefties. Oh, that was Grassy Terrain. So that's what that was. So a little bit of a blunder on my part. He'll be going for the Z move here for sure, and just knocking me out. He really doesn't want to go for the Z move. I don't know why, but I'll go for U-turn then. And I'll bring out my Fini on the rocks. And then, I mean, Hydro Pump is a good play. Yeah, I'll click Hydro Pump here. On the, oh, can I OHKO this? I think this will get OHKO'd. If I hit the attack, of course. But let's go Ferrothorn. And see what we can do now. He goes for the U-turn. And that missile's super big because even though I missed, I didn't get the damage off. And the bigger thing is he knows what my set is now. I'm clearly an offensive set, so that's pretty disappointing. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'll go back to Fini here on the Magma Storm. And this time, I'll click Hydro Pump again, I guess. But I don't know. I'm pretty sad about the miss right there. I wanted to see how much we could do. Ideally, he goes out into it again. Okay, this Fini is not hitting this attack. I'm going to change it to Surf. I'm going to change it to Surf, yeah, for sure. That's really frustrating. Let's bring out Lopunny here. And go for High Jump Kick. Yeah, I should have 2 KOs right now, and I have 0. You know what, let's go ahead and... Okay, let's go ahead and do this right now. Where's this thing? Hello, or maybe I can just run both. I mean, like, I haven't really used Grass Knot yet. Let's run Surf, and then let's change Grass Knot to Hydro Pump. Look, as I can pressure the Gastrodon and Quagsire with Zygarde and whatnot, so... I mean, I'll play this one out, but this is not a good scenario. Yeah, and he goes for U-turn, so at the very least, we weaken Scissor. In order to win this game, I gotta get like 6 KOs with the Zygarde, which is gonna be not very possible. A good start would be Ice Punching this thing, for sure. Hopefully he's not Scarf. Because then I weaken him for my 1,000 arrows, which could be great. And let's see right here. He is Scarf, okay, so I don't get any damage off. Do I just forfeit this one? I think I might. Like, I missed 2 Hydro Pumps and my High Jump Kick. Like, the High Jump Kick especially was big, because I wouldn't have 2-hit KO'd him, but it would have at least let me... Okay, I mean, I'll go Zygarde here. It would have at least let me keep my Lopunny alive for a win con, but I'll go right here for 1,000 arrows, and see what he tries to do. I'm pretty sure this will die to 2. Did he reveal Protect earlier? He definitely did, so... You know, I'm just gonna click it again. I don't think he's protecting. He does, okay. Crit maybe? Or do I just go Torn? Maybe Scarf Lando could be a win con. I think that's maybe a possibility here. It requires this thing being gone though, which is like... Okay, he gets that play right, unfortunately. I'll go for the Ferrothorn play. I think he's clicking Thunderbolt. Goes for U-turn, so at least if this is Shuka, I'm weakening it for Lando. If I win this game after all this, that would be very funny. Goes Heatran. I'm gonna try to rocks on a Magma Miss. Nope. Okay, he doesn't miss apparently. Let's go back to Zygarde here. I don't know, I feel like I'm wasting my time trying to win this, but I actually think it's possible with Lando if I can just try to lure out his. Which apparently he's letting me do, so let's see right here. I still don't think it's possible, like I gotta get more damage off on Scissor, and the only way I can actually do that is with my Torn. Goes for HP Ice, I mean, I'll go Torn on that. I don't know if I take 2, but it's my best play. Alright, ideally he gets some low roll here, and I'm able to go ahead and knock off this thing's thing. Nice, okay, so at least we got rid of Lando, that's the first step. I don't think it's enough. Like, I gotta get enough damage off on Scissor, he goes out into Tapu Koko. I mean, at this point I'll click my Z move on the Thunderbolt, bring this out, click Earthquake. Now I'll just click U-turn. I gotta hope he switches, which he apparently does not want to do. And yeah, that's going to be that. There's no way I could win that after I missed all my Hydro Pumps and high jump picks, so that was unfortunate, but I guess I'll drop a GG anyway right there, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, so funny thing right here, apparently I forgot to put the 4th move back on Fini right here. The 4th move should be Hidden Power Fire, but there's no real scenario in this game where I would ever click Hidden Power Fire, right? So I'm still going to play this one out, like with my 3-move Fini, because it doesn't really matter, but in terms of winning, Zygarde just kind of goes in. In terms of him winning right here, Hawlucha kind of goes in on my team, so I do have Explosion Landorus. I think that's going to be my way of trying to knock that out. I'll lead off here with this on the Koko, because it's clearly dual screens Koko offense sort of thing. So let's go right here for 1,000 arrows on the Reflect, and then go for this arrows. And see what we can do. Goes for Light Screen. So I think it's Mega Gyarados then, and that's actually better for me, that it's Mega. Goes Landorus. So this is Double Dance. This isn't the team that I used, is it? No, I didn't have a Magearna on it. I had all physical attackers. I mean, I could go Lando here. I'll just click 1,000 arrows again. Okay, this is where the Rock Polish comes out, so I'll go right here into Landorus on that. I need to like crit through this attack drop and screen right now. So that's pretty bad because that was my way of dealing with this Hawlucha, but I'm assuming he goes Hawlucha right now because it's actually the only time he can actually set it up. Yeah, so that's cool. I'll go for my Z move here and probably knock him out through the screen is what I'm assuming is going to happen. Nice, okay. So I didn't have to use my Landorus for the Hawlucha right there. Magearna comes out. I mean, I can either defog these screens away or I can U-turn out into something else. I think U-turn is a much better option because the screens are going away soon anyway. Sort of soon. Maybe I should defog. No, it's a bad play to defog. I think just going Ferrothorn here is a much better option. Throwing off a nice Leech Sheet on it, and then trying to do some work. But he has to have like Aura Sphere or Focus Blast or something. It actually goes Gyarados, which doesn't make a ton of sense to me. The one thing that I'm scared about is that Zygarde. I'll go for Power Up here. Right back to Magearna, so that didn't make it... Actually, I guess it lowered my attack, which is a little bit problematic here. I'm still going to Leech Seed it. And, I mean, even with my attack lowered, what can he really do to me? Let's find out. Like, is he just shift gearing for no reason, and when you really can't do anything? Because if that's what he's doing, he's going to go down this next turn. Yeah. So, I guess he tried to play off a choke there. His next play should be Zygarde. To which I go hard Fini on. And check out these 3 attacks, guys. Let's go for Moonblast. On the Dragon Dance. I'm pretty sure I eat one. Mega Tapu Fini has base of 115 defense. It's clearly going to be like Berry, maybe. Yeah, I think it's 50% Berry. That's going to go down. And then his last is Gyarados, which I don't think Gyarados can solo my entire team. First of all, I outspeed it. Second of all, it'll take a ton from Moonblast. And it'll be put in range of Fake Out. So 3 attack Fini right there. Cleaning up the game, which is definitely very cool. He already left, so I'll be right back with another game. Alright, so I got 4 attacks on the Fini again right here, which is cool because this guy does actually have a Ferrothorn, so... In terms of leads right here, well, first of all, Zygarde gets a kill every time it comes in, unless it is defensive Lando. So I'll lead off here with my Lando here. On Greninja, I have no reason to stay in. My switch in is Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is sort of important to help out against the Magearna. But I think he's actually going to go out into a zone. So what do I do here? Do I just trade her hazards, or do I go Torn and take 50% from Gyro Ball? I'll just trade hazards. And then go, perhaps Lando here could work, or maybe Zygarde. He wouldn't Leech Seed right now, right? Okay, so on the off chance he has Spikes, I don't really want to... I'll go Zygarde here. As he goes for Leech Seed and misses. A good play on his part. He unfortunately did not get rewarded for it as he intended to. Which is, this allows me to 1,000 arrows now, which is cool. And that took 0. I will be clicking this attack again, though. On the Leech Seed. I don't think he has Protect. But I still do want to switch out just because of how important Zygarde is in this game. And let's see if he wants to give me this KO here. That would be very good. Like, Zygarde is still out of range of that Mon. Let's see if this is offensive, first of all. That's AV. I'm going to knock this AV right now. And then bring out my Lopunny here and start to put in some work with this. So first thing I got to do right here is high jump kick. I know he's going Lando, but I'm not going to Ice Punch and lose my one best Pokemon here. Okay, so this Lopunny is not very good today. Let's go out here into Landers, I think. Just really hope he Earthquakes. Nice. So I guess I'll HP Ice it on the off chance he wants to give me the damage. I should Earthquake, but on the off chance he's not locked, I'll go for HP Ice. Yeah. And then I'll go Fini here and try to get the kill on this thing. Because I think he'd Leech Seed and then I can knock him out after with Hidden Power Fire. And if he goes for Power Up right away, then he got me, but I think you Leech Seed first. I should have known it was Scarf, but if I Earthquaked and it wasn't Scarf, that would have been very sad. I feel like there was a way, something that I missed that could have figured that out, but I can Hidden Power Fire here and knock this Pokemon out. Nice. So at least that worked out for us, and my Lopunny is in range of Aqua Jet now, which is terrible. Jirachi comes out. I'll go Ferrothorn. And here I can just go throw off a Leech Seed. He's actually letting me weaken his Jirachi quite a lot, which is great. And he just revealed that it wasn't Scarf. So this probably has HP Fire. I'm not going to play around with that. I will go hard Zygarde on Ice Beam. Good play. I mean, Zygarde was kind of checked by everything at that point. So, I mean, it was kind of a questionable play, I know, but I mean, it is what it is. I'll go out into this now and click. I feel like I have to Hydro Pump to kill. Or I Hydro Pump and don't kill anyway, but that thing dies on entry. Do I have an out here? My out, I think, is my... Okay, first of all, this comes in. I can go Ferrothorn on this. That is a really strong Dark Pulse. I'll Power Up right here. And I missed my Power Up. So, not been the luckiest live, not gonna lie. Let's go right here for U-turn. Man, this is so sad. Let's see what he brings in. Man, had I gotten rid of Gren right there, I feel like I just won with a Lopunny. With just the combination of Fake Out and stuff. Okay, I'll U-turn out here. I don't have a way to win, actually, because everything dies to Shuriken, so... Yeah, that's the game. I'll go ahead and forfeit because I lose to Shuriken, and... yeah, once again, not the luckiest game right there, but I'll be right back with another one. Alright, I got the next game right here. Once again, Mega Lopunny is a great win con, but let's see if we can hit our high jump kicks here. I played this guy earlier with the Hippo team, I managed to beat him, but I know it's Lefty's Keldeo, it's Scarf Victini, and it was, I think, Sash Azelf. I'll lead off here with Torn on Victini. I know he's going for V-Create, so I'll go Zygarde. V-Create or Bolt Strike. Yep, and this gives me basically a kill. So 1,000 arrows is going to come out, find out what this Lando stat is. I don't really remember what the Lando is. This is going to take a lot. Yeah, it actually brings it down to Sash, and I mean, I'll go Torn here on... is it worth going Torn on the Explosion? Not really, Torn is still good. He's going to explode, right? No, I think he goes for Rocks. So I'll go Torn, and on the Ice Punch, a good play. I don't think this is Scarf. I'll go for Knock. Is he Scarf? Should I scout for Scarf? I mean, Fini's good, but... Yeah, Fini's actually great here. I don't think I need to scout for Scarf. I'll just go for Knockoff. He may go... Well, like, what's the switch in here if he's expecting a knockoff? I guess it's Lopunny. But would you really risk Lopunny on a... He actually goes Keldeo. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this was lefties. We get rid of that, and it was lefties. Okay, I'll throw off my Z move here on Magearna, and then... That's clearly an IV, so I'll U-turn out on the Azelf, okay. And now, perhaps what I can do here is just go... I mean, Zygarde is an option. Fini is another pretty good play here. I think Fini's fine. I think I can live any hit from Scar Victini and just surf that thing. If he goes Lopunny, I'll live Fake Out plus Return, I believe, and then Lando can't really Oko me. Unless, what's the Z-Mon? I kind of forgot what the Z-Mon is. I think it was Flyinium Lando, perhaps. This is a really fast Fini, though. He goes Magearna. I'm going to click Hydro Pump and really hope I hit it. Come on, Fini. You've already let us down today. Yeah, Fini and Lopunny have not been doing the work. Okay, this is great if I hit. Nice. That mon's gone, and that was one of the biggest threats to my team, so that's really good. Brings back Magearna. I'll go Ferrothorn now. I feel like there's no reason to let that mon get weakened. Nice. And I guess I might as well throw up rocks, but I think Gyro Ball's a smarter play. On Lando. And then on this Landorus T right here, I can just go for another Gyro Ball on Superpower, and we knock him out due to the defense drops, which is cool. So I just took a ton of damage. I still can't lose to Keldeo, though, because it's not Scarf, and doesn't have a way to speed control my Torn. I mean, there's always the chance of Hurricane missing, so never mind, I can lose the Keldeo. But at this point, I think Landorus just wins the game if I just get a bit of damage off, so let's start getting a bit of damage off on Lopunny with Iron Barbs, and then let's continue getting damage off by going Landorus here and clicking... Well, how healthy is Keldeo? It's at 88, and then Magearna's at 80. So I'll go for U-turn here on the Magearna. Bring this out and click Bandit 1000 Arrows to get a kill. So if he sacks off Lopunny, I think I just automatically win with my Scarf Lando. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear that thumping. I don't know what that is, but let's go ahead and find out what we want to do next right here. 1000 Arrows is great. It's going to get a kill right here no matter what. Unless this is actually Shuka, which it revealed leftovers, so never mind. Yeah, this game's over. Never mind, it actually lived, but I think it's over anyway, because he doesn't have enough health. So we may be good right here to just click Earthquake. And that sound is really frustrating. I'm very sorry if you guys can hear that. I was actually watching some Joey videos earlier today, and there was this drill going off in the video, and that was a pretty funny moment, in my opinion. Let's see what he wants to do right here, though, because 1000 Arrows basically gets a kill right here. Never mind, he just Ice Punches, okay. Let's bring this out, click Scarf Earthquake. And see what we can try to get rid of right here. This has been a very interesting live, between the thumping, the hacks, the 3-move Tapu Fini, and I guess that would be the most of it, but yeah, it's been pretty eventful, which is at least pretty cool. I actually don't know how much time we have left in this live. I like to keep them around 30 minutes, but let's see whether we can knock out a Pokemon right here or not. I mean, I guarantee a knockout, right? Like, if he goes Keldeo, I actually just win. So he makes a smarter play and goes Magearna. And then brings out Keldeo. I mean, I have no reason to go Tapu Fini. I just go Torn. He needs to, like, double out here. And this mon's super... I'm surprised that lived 1000 Arrows. Like, what? Okay, that doesn't even knock me out. I mean, I'll just Hurricane, and I get rid of it. So yeah, this game's over. I don't know if he's going to forfeit or bring out the Lopunny and then get his kill and forfeit. I don't know. But yeah, this looks good to me right here. I think we're good to go. We're able to beat this guy twice, which is cool, with 2 different teams. I think he got surprised twice because I faced him earlier and he sacked off the Victini to Bandit Earthquake. I guess he was expecting like Toxic or something, but he went hard Victini on my Hippo. Actually, I think it was Banded Stone Edge. That's probably what it was. And then this time we were able to go ahead and catch the Victini with Hydro Pump, which is definitely very cool. Why did I click Stone Edge in the last game? I guess it was to catch the Landorus in case he went out into that. Brings this out. I'll go for U-turn. And then wrap the game up. Let's give this kill to Fini right here. If you're Arrest, I'm pretty sure I Oko you anyway, and you can't Arrest under terrain anyway, so that's cool. So Ice Punches just for fun, I guess, and we're able to go ahead and knock him out. So I'll drop a GG right there, and I think we still have time for another one, so I'll be right back. Alright, I got the next game right here, probably going to be our last. I actually found a good friend of mine, Max, so that's pretty cool. We've talked on Discord a couple times, so that's definitely very cool right now. In terms of winning this game, Mega Lopunny looks very good right here. It actually looks really good. I just got a weakened Hippo, which is going to be a little bit problematic. I might be able to get a surprise kill with Fini right away, so I'm going to do that. Would you go for Gunk Shot? Should I Scout? I'll go Ferrothorn. It's my better play. As he goes for Protean U-turn, so I could have stayed in and just fired off a hit, but I don't think it was very smart. Goes Cortana here. I probably think Lando is my play on knockoff, so that's totally fine with me. I'll be going right now for the U-turn on the incoming Hippowdon. This allows me to bring out my Tapu Fini here, and ideally I hit my Specs Hydro Pump on what I'm assuming to be AV Magearna. Never mind, that is not AV at all. Let's bring in Ferrothorn now on the Volt. So he knows my Fini spread, which is totally cool with me, of course. I'll go back to Lando. Do I go back to Lando or do I go Torn? I'll go Torn this time on the SD, and I'll click my Z move here on the Mag, and then U-turn out to my Ferrothorn on the Ice Beam. That's totally cool with me. And then perhaps what I can do here is just get up my rocks on the Hydreigon switch in. Bring in Fini here on the Defog and click Specs Moonblast now. He doesn't really respond to this Pokemon well at all. I'm pretty sure Hippo will get 2-Hit KO'd. Yeah, this should get 2-Hit KO'd, I think. Yeah, and I'm able to go ahead and Moonblast again now and just pick that Pokemon off, which is cool. I'm assuming he goes back to Cortana here. Actually goes back to Gren. I'll go back to Ferrothorn, because we're slowly chipping this Pokemon down. And he's going to go back to Cortana. I'll be going for the Tornadus play. And I'll just click Hurricane. I don't see the reason not to do that. He could go Hippo for sure, but I'll just knock that after. Yeah, because I could just Hurricane again, and if I hit, then I knock it out. So that's cool. And that's the only other Moonblast resist he had right there, so... it goes back to Cortana. I guess he's going off the miss. I hit 3 Hurricanes in a row. That's pretty funny. That's actually very cool. Yeah, that's definitely very good right there. And then perhaps what I can do right now is just... Well, I think he's gonna forfeit maybe, based on the fact that he said GG. I don't know. But let's see what he does, because if I can... Goes ahead and makes the room hidden. And I'll go ahead and just go right for the... I'll go back to Ferrothorn on the Ice Beam and just click Gyro Ball and knock that Pokemon out. Goes Lopunny. I'll go for Gyro Ball here. Like, I have no reason to preserve this mon alive anymore, as he's going to try to Ice Punch on a Choke. And I'll bring this in now, and then maybe just go for... Actually, I have no reason to leave this in. Yeah, I'll go Lando here, actually, on the return, and then click U-turn. I just realized I don't want to lose to the Hydreigon, so I'll just bring in Lopunny now and click Fake Out. I'm assuming he'll stay in. Actually does not. I'll just return now on the Fire Blast, and that should be game, because there's nothing he can do right here, so that's definitely very cool. I'll bring this mon in and just click U-turn. GG, sorry. Okay, well, I guess that's not over yet. That was actually very lucky, though, the Hurricanes. Let's give this kill to Fini. And that'll be the end of the live right there. And that's definitely very cool. Fini was able to do a lot of work in this game right here for sure. I mean, he tried to play off the Hurricane misses, and definitely did not work out for him. It definitely could have, though, had I missed some of them. So that was very tough. And yeah, that's going to be the live right there. So I believe we ended up finishing 6-2, which is definitely very solid for sure. And yeah, there's nothing else to say right there. And the team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And I'll see you next time. Later.